Hello, I'm Abigail Elise, and this is Your Week in Gaming. Grand Theft Auto 5 is set to be released this Tuesday, September 17th for the PS3 and Xbox 360. GTA 5 is the first main installment in the series since Grand Theft Auto 4 in 2008. The game is both a driving and action-adventure game and will feature open-world gameplay set in the fictional state of San Andreas. GTA 5 will follow three criminals, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, whose storylines all interconnect. Although the game is a single-player game, an online multiplayer mode is optional, allowing up to 16 players to compete in competitive and cooperative gameplay. Activision, publisher of popular gaming franchises like StarCraft and Call of Duty, has hired a lobbying firm to represent its interests on a Senate bill asking for more research to be conducted on the connection between video games and violence. Senate Bill S-134, also known as the Violent Content Research Act of 2013, was proposed this year following the Newton, Connecticut shooting last December. I recently sat down with Brad Szollose, whose book, Liquid Leadership, talks about the effects of video games in the workplace and got his thoughts on the issue. How do you feel that the violence in video games is influencing young players?
I believe they're simplifying the problem. What they're not focusing on is when you have an entire generation that's been raised on Paxil and Zoloft and other SSRI drugs, the side effects of those drugs when you go off of them is actually highly violent behavior, dark thoughts, things like that. Now you combine that with video games, yes, you have a cocktail for some pretty volatile behavior. If you look at any shooting that has taken place, throughout, from Columbine all the way up to, West Virginia Tech and places like this, every one of the shooters were at one point in their life on a mood-altering drug, or what they call an SSRI drug, a pharmaceutical that was given to them prescription grade. And almost always they would go off the drug and then they would go on a shooting spree. So yeah, we could blame video games, but I think it's the two combined, because those images have to stay in the mind, and then the person's rage comes up from something that they can't control, which is coming off of some of these things.
And that's it for This Week in Gaming. I'm Abigail Elise. Join me next week for all the gaming news you need to know.